Hi, my Weddingpreneur friends. How are we today? So we are diving in today to talk about a topic that a lot of you struggle with because it seems like it's an endless cycle. So if you are new around here, I am Carissa, a wedding business strategist, and these are our Weddingpreneurs Lives, where I bring you valuable tips, strategies in just about 5 minutes or so a week, so that they are digestible and consumable, and you can hopefully take them and kind of run with the idea and implement them into your business. So, all right. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about a topic that has a lot of wedding pros stuck, and they kind of get on this hamster wheel of what do I do, what do I post, what do I write about? And this is all about content. Okay, so I know a lot of you are probably tired of hearing the word content, and I get it, because in the marketing world today, we have to keep creating content over and over and over, right? And so it just gets tedious, it gets overwhelming, it gets frustrating. I understand, because I get those same exact feelings as well. So there's one thing that I do want to share, though, to help you kind of get unstuck, and that is the idea of content buckets. And the content buckets, what those are, if you want to think of actual buckets, and we're going to take and segment out types of content. So for instance, we might have a bucket that is maybe of, we will obviously want to showcase our work, so we want to have a bucket of that, right? And then we might have a bucket of maybe quotes, different like fun wedding quotes, just quotes that go along with weddings. Then we might have another content bucket that's wedding tips, because we want to showcase and give them value and give them things to think about and give them reasons to follow our account, so that we are showcasing that, we know what we're talking about, and then they're going to learn stuff by following and engaging with our account. Then you might have maybe something around the humor or memes. People love, those types of content, so those are great to be able to implement into your content. So you don't need to stick with kind of the traditional, here's the wedding photo from the last weekend, here's wedding photos, here's wedding photo, here wedding photo. We want to change it up. So another one might be questions. We can ask a question within our content. So that might be another content bucket. Another one might be your blog posts if you do blogs. Another fun one is the this or that content, where you have maybe a long sleeve dresses or short sleeve dresses, or no sleeves. Okay, so this or that is kind of that. Or maybe it's summer wedding or winter wedding, so it's this or that, and then you get that engagement of people interacting with your account. So those are just some content bucket ideas to give you. And if you take and kind of map out your content and say, here is, I'm going to do quotes, and then you can write out some quotes. You can batch it and kind of figure out content at one time, and then be able to have content to pull from. So that's the idea around content buckets. And a lot of times when I teach this concept, it helps people get unstuck and at least get moving in the direction of being able to start maybe posting or writing some content. So I wanted to share that tip with you today. I recommend having, usually around 6 content buckets that you can pull from, and that way you can kind of cycle between them. And then what you'll do is you'll want to make sure that you're always posting different things. So if you are a photographer, for instance, you want to post stuff about cakes and stuff about DJs and stuff about wedding planning as well, all right? And what this does is it gives you the opportunity to actually tag maybe some other vendors in your area that you refer, or that you are kind of in your network of people. You guys can work together and tag each other in this method, and then your audience will start to grow even further. So there's a couple different reasons for doing that. So that's one, because you can kind of grow your reach. You'll be building those connections, those vendor connections, when you do that. And your audience will like it, because they won't be inundated with the same content over and over and over. Because when you're inundated with the same content over and over, it ends up getting boring. They unfollow your account and they don't engage. So if you can give them a reason to engage with your account, a reason to follow your account that makes you different from another, another site or another profile, they're gonna want to stick around. And especially in the wedding industry, brides get inundated day in and day out by all the wedding and bride stuff, right? So we need to stand out. We need to be different. And this is how you can be different. So a lot of times I hear, oh, well, I'm a DJ, so I'm not going to post anything about photography or about wedding cakes or about this or that, just different things, right? And I want to tell you that is doing it wrong, okay? Because, and I'll give you it straight, right? That's how I am. I'll give you what you need to know because I want you to make progress in your business. And so if you are not posting about other things, you are missing out on reaching a ton of brides because they aren't going to follow you if all you're talking about is DJ stuff, okay? Because they're going to get bored and they're going to be like, I already know about some DJ stuff, or I already know I'm looking actually for other stuff right now, or they might be wanting some humor, some memes, things like that. So you can really change it up on your feed, and it doesn't need to be, it used to be that you needed to have this really perfect, beautiful looking feed, right? That is kind of out the window as well. What we want to do is just create engaging content, and if we create that engaging content, then they're going to stick around. So don't get stuck on whether this post exactly fits exactly what you do, because that is obviously we want to put some of those in there, right? Because we want them to know what we do, but that's in our profile, that's in our header of what we do, and they'll go and look at that and go, oh, maybe they're a DJ or they're a photographer, and so they'll know what you're doing, but they know that you're in the wedding industry, and that's why you're sharing stuff about weddings. So all right, so that is what I wanted to help give you today, was give you kind of a jump start to be able to get figured out with your content, because I know this is a huge struggle. And going into kind of Q4, people start mapping out what are they going to do for their marketing initiatives for next year. And so I want you to really focus on content for your business, because that is where you need to place a lot of your energy. So the other thing I want to share with you is I do have a shortcut and easy button for you. So if you are like, you know what, I don't want to create content myself, I don't want to sit down, it just doesn't sound fun to me, then I want you to check out my Wedding-Preneurs Content Club, because in there I actually give you every month the content that you need. So you can automatically pull it, you can tweak it for your business, the colors, the branding, pictures, whatever you need, and then be able to use that content. And all that content is made up of quotes, wedding tips, memes, questions, blog posts, this or that, all those content buckets. The only thing you'll supplement with is your actual personal services you provide. So if you took a picture from a wedding you just did last weekend, and photographers obviously have lots of photos they can post, but maybe you are an officiant and you took a photo of you at a wedding, officiating the wedding, post that, and you'll cycle in some of that content as well. But all the other content I give you within the Wedding-Preneurs Content Club, along with story templates, social media post templates. I even give you email newsletters, I give you blog posts, and I actually also give you Instagram or TikTok concepts, so that if you want to get into the Instagram or TikTok marketing piece, I actually give you the audios, captions, everything to use for those. So I will put the link below if you want to check that out. I still have the founding members price right now, so feel free to check that out and see if that is something that would help you get unstuck and really help you make massive leaps in your business. So all right, I will see you guys next week.